Welcome to the Humane Society of Lincoln County. We're glad you're here. There's a lot to learn about our shelter, and we hope you find this video informative and a great resource. As a new volunteer, there's really only 3 areas you need to be concerned with: the adoptable dog area, the back hallway, and the adoptable cat area. Let's have a tour. Come this way. This is our lobby. There will be someone behind this desk. Today it's Lori, a volunteer. This is a meet and greet room. You can visit with available dogs. We're entering the adoptable dog area. There's 25 adoptable dog suites. This is a big square. We just passed a room that is a supply room that might have things in it that you need. This is an exit door. Goes outside to other kennels. And we're still in adoptable dog kennels. We're entering an area that is not open to the public. Volunteers will be back here though. We have a board that has all of the adoptable dogs listed on it. This is another exit door. This is our surgery suite where all the animals are spayed or neutered. Supply cabinet. These are all the supplies that we use to set up the kennels for the dogs every morning. This is the post-op, pre-op and post-op area for surgery. This is the area where we feed, wash all of the dog supplies. This is the employee break room. These are the employee, staff, and volunteer restrooms. We have 2 halls that are intake stray dog area. This is one of the halls. This is an isolation area where we treat sick or injured animals. This is the other hallway that's the stray, dog stray area. This is the door where the animal control officers bring in the animals, and this is a treatment area for anyone that needs treating. This is a grooming area where we have everything you need for bathing. We're entering the cat area, and there's several rooms. This is the stray or feral or wild cat intake room. And this is a room where we treat cats, isolation room to vaccinate them and get them ready to go up for adoption. This is the area where we wash all the cat supplies. We're entering the cat adoptable area. This is a meet and greet room for the cats. This is the colony cat or area where some adoptable cats get to go. And we're entering the area where all the cats that are up for adoption are in their own individual areas. And we've come full circle. Now we're back in the lobby. And this is the area that we'd like you to check in. This is Lori. She's our volunteer coordinator, and she's going to help us with this orientation today.
When you come into the lobby, first thing, we'd like for you to step up to the desk and greet the staff member who's behind there. Say your name and what kind of volunteer work you'd like to do today. The staff member will likely let you know if you've only got 30 minutes, which dogs particularly need an outdoor break. If you have an hour, which dogs might need some leash training. And if you don't want to walk dogs at all, they'll give you some other options. And first thing you do after that is head to the whiteboard. So here we go. Here we are at the whiteboard. It's organized the same way that it's physically laid out. Each animal has their name, the kennel number they're in. There's a date that shows how many minutes they've been walked on that particular date, and there's information that shows which animals are potty trained and might need to go out first.
The buttons that are on each of the kennels will let you know green, yellow, or red. The green shows that they're easy to walk. The yellow, they might pull a little, but they're manageable. The red means that the dogs might be really strong on a leash. So depending on your comfort level, we would like you to choose dogs that you want to walk. For instance, Tinkerbell. As a new volunteer, I recommend you start with a green button dog. And she is easy on a leash and great to walk. So let's go take out Tinkerbell.
We'll go get our supplies to walk.
So the first thing you're going to do is pick a lead. We have leads that clip onto collars, and we also have slip leads. We recommend that you start with one of these slip leads.
After I get a lead, the next thing I do is come to the supply closet and get some doggy bags. And then I like to grab some treats. They're in these 2 little boxes. I put a few in my pocket and I'm ready to go. Let's go get Tinkerbell. We're going to go through this door. Let's go get Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's in kennel number 3. This is kennel number 3. It's identified by the number. This tells me this is Tinkerbell, and this is her whiteboard with her particular information.
This whiteboard is really important. It tells more about the dog. These are things that the volunteers can add. She's very sweet, walks close on and off a leash. So if you take a dog out in the pasture out back, for example, and they learn to fetch with you, maybe they sit on command. Those are things that you can add to this whiteboard that could help them get adopted.
Well, let's get Tinkerbell out of her kennel, see if she's ready for a walk.
Come on, G. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, good girl. There you go.
Just slip that lead right over her head. It's pretty easy.
Okay. Good girl. And you can see how great she is on a leash.
Ready to walk.
So this is the door that we always exit when we get a dog and we're ready to go outside. It's important that we have a door we exit and a door that we come back in. The whiteboard door is the one that we always come back in on. We don't want to meet other dogs, and there may be other people walking at the same time as you. It's best to always keep your distance.
Yes, it really is important that we use a separate door for exiting and a separate door for entering. We don't want to have dogs meet unexpectedly and then have a conflict between dogs.
Let's go. Okay. Let's go. We're going to go play. Okay. Okay. It's important to always shut any gate that you go through. Come on, Tinkerbell. Today we're going to go into this little play meet and greet area that's AstroTurf. There's actually a large front yard and a backyard that are choices also. Let's go.
If you're worried about catching your dog, sometimes we leave the leash on like Sally's left on Tinkerbell today. This special area is AstroTurf, specifically designed for puppies, but you can take any dog here if you like. It's divided into 2 sections, so you can have 2 sets of dogs out here, or you can have a group of puppies out here. There's also a bigger area right below the puppy area, the AstroTurf area, that's bigger for big dogs to take a nice long run.
Be careful when you're coming through these gates because most of these gates only open one way. So it's important to be familiar with the gates that you're using.
Okay, let's go on back into the shelter. We'll go on to the other side of the building to go inside, and that way we don't nose to nose with any dogs coming out. We're walking right by the intake kennels. And we're back to the back.
This is one of those tricky gates that only opens one way.
And we always close the gates every time we go through them. Here we go.
Let's go.
This is the door that takes us right next to the whiteboard.
After we've had our time with Tinkerbell, we come back in this door and we're right by the whiteboard, so we can mark how much time we spent with her. And then we're ready to return her to the kennel. Yes, let's go.
Let's go get a treat.
Let's go. So we're in the adoptable dog kitchen, and one thing we like to do before we return the dog to their kennel is we like to get out of this freezer a Kong. This is considered an enrichment toy treat, which can make it positive. Some dogs don't like to go back into their kennel, so this can make it much easier. Okay, Tinkerbell, let's go. So I'm returning Tinkerbell to her kennel. She's in kennel number 3. Let's go, girl. Okay. Yes. I'm leaving her with her Kong. That really helps her be happy and not try to exit with me. Make sure the kennel door is locked, and then always disinfect your hands in between handling dogs. And be sure and check the dog's water bowl before you leave them in the kennel and make sure there's adequate water. If there's waste in the kennel, if it's solid, use one of your baggies to pick it up. If it's liquid, you can grab a towel from the supply room. And if you need to, you can ask the staff for help.
If you're here to cuddle cats, the adoptable cat area is the place you want to be. These latches that you get the cats out with are a little bit tricky, so they just move in the same direction and then the whole door swings open. So you'll get your cat out, close the door, and then just walk around to the cuddle room right here. You come in this room, sit down, close the door, and then there are cat toys, cat condo, and spend as much time as you like with your cat in here. It was a really fun day at the shelter today. I'm glad we did that.
Me too. That was fun.
It's important to end your day volunteering by signing the book and recording your hours. This is an RSVP member book, and this is the non-RSVP book. RSVP members are 55 and older. If you're not a member already, feel free to get a form and fill one out. Funding for the Humane Society is helped when you record your hours, so that's really important.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Lori, and thank you for volunteering at our shelter. We want you to know this is a great opportunity, and we want you to pick where you volunteer. So be sure and let us know what area you'd like to be in. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.